everybody. Welcome to another episode of Two Hands in a Radio, where we look at inexpensive radios, expensive radios, shortwave radios, all kind of radios. We take a look at them, just not trying to sell you anything. I don't want to, I think some people think I try to sell these radios or something. No, I don't care if you buy it or not. I'm just trying to help you make a decision and show you different radios, maybe even waste some money so you don't have to. Today, we got a fun one today. It's going to be quick, I think. It is listed on Amazon as the Tiemahun NOAA Alert Weather Radio, and it's sold by Tiemahun Direct. And the reason I throw all that out there, listed as and who it's sold by and all that, is nowhere on the radio does it have the brand name Tiemahun. It's very generic. The box is generic, except the UPC code, which I just saw a few minutes ago, does say Tiemahun NOAA Weather. So I guess it's a Tiemahun radio. Anyway, this was listed on Amazon $19.99. I thought it was a little expensive. But Amazon has gotten to where they throw in little coupons and little discounts and whatever. This had a 49% coupon attached to it, made it $10.19. And I thought, I've got to take a look at it for that price. I don't think that coupon's still there. I think it's back to $19.99. Anyway, let's just dive into this thing and take a look. The model number is RD636W, if that means anything to anybody or whatever. I took it out of the bubble wrap just because I didn't want to fiddle with that. It does come with a nice instruction sheet, but it's not all that difficult. We're dealing with AM, FM, and NOAA weather bands. It is, let me look at my notes here. Oh, I actually made some notes. Watch out, 2019 with some notes. 5 3/4 inches long, 3 inches tall, 1.5 inches thick. It has a 16-inch antenna. Let me get it in the screen here so everybody can see. I had to bend over to look at my notes. It's very cool. It's dual power. Well, it's more than dual powered. It's solar powered up here. It has a crank in the back that is, it's okay. I'm not a huge fan of the dynamo cranks. It's dual powered. It has an internal battery someplace in here. And it also can run on AAA batteries. Anybody playing along at home that wants to know, the top battery, the positive goes to the right, the middle battery, the positive goes to the left, and the bottom battery, the positive goes back to the right. So you've got multiple ways to power it. It's got a light. It's got all these widgets to fidget, which just make me happy. And it's also I don't believe it doesn't do MP3 stuff or anything, but you can charge your cell phone with that. Let's just look at the front end. Boy, you can tell I have not been out all winter making videos. I am rusty. Let's get the rusty off. Anyway, I digress. Front of it, it's got a very small speaker, probably 1.5 inches maybe. You've got a switch here for power or battery. Power being the internal stuff. Easy switch down here, FM, AM, NOAA, or alert. You can set it for, flip that over to alert, and it'll pick up, whatever the NOAA alert has to be of the day. I apologize for the wind. It's a little breezy today, but I'll tell you what, at 46 degrees out, I got to take advantage of it. The right-hand side, we have a tuning wheel. We also have an on-off volume wheel. Again, on the back side, we have a feisty dynamo hand crank that I would not want to have to power this with. I guess you could, but I wouldn't want to. The antenna's there. Back on the left-hand side, there is an LED light, which probably can't see much in daylight out here. Our USB port that we could charge a cell phone if we had to, or at least get it to where and make an emergency call. Don't think you'll spend days trying to get it to charge up. And the little USB port, mini, micro, whatever it's called, I draw blanks. I absolutely draw blanks when I'm in behind the camera. The easiest things, and all of a sudden my mind will just freeze up because I'm trying to think so far ahead of what I'm going to say. Then I take it and I break it down as to, can I say that, or will the outrage culture erupt? Then come back and polish that up so the outrage culture stays quiet. Then say it, then rethink the next thought. You can see how I might get frozen on some things. It's a micro USB port. It's a USB B or C or D or whatever. Hundreds of people will correct me. So it's just a USB thingy that you can charge the internal battery up with. Anyway, I digress. Here we go. I'm curious as to the overall reception of things. Like I said, not a bad little antenna. Let's just start out with some FM. See if it does anything out here.
ice.org/kids.
That's about as loud as it'll go. It's okay.
Special guests. Calling one at that location at Older Wall seems like a really difficult thing. So
pause on some of the talk
be
stuff.
ready to go. Just be ready to compete. And last year we had.
Don't want to get the copyright police all over me. Not bad. Let's go to AM. We'll be a little safer on AM. We'll start down at the bottom.
Atlanta United did last year, but it doesn't sound like
that's probably 700 maybe.
1 year. So
820 maybe.
The other options though are just not that very attractive.
That's probably our local station, 1010. Of course, I'm just guessing with that tuning indicator like that. I'm just kind of taking a sophisticated, wild-ass guess.
Verse 3 are still applicable today. The Lord said to the prophet,
Metcalf, Nick Foles, not playing in this game like he did last
There's
year,
probably,
one of the best weeks.
I don't know, Super Bowl Sunday. Who knows what we're listening to? Well, that's not bad. Let's go to Noah here. You can see right down below the FM portion, it's got channel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One of those in your area will come in really strong. Maybe 6 or 7 here. Maybe.
The lower 30s.
There you go.
Precipitation 80%.
That comes in good.
Partly cloudy. Highs in the lower 40s. Friday night.
That's kind of what you want. Not all bad. Now on top, I didn't show off, there's the solar panel. The internal battery will stay charged for 13 hours and 15 minutes before it dies. Of course, now when you have it in the sunlight like this, that solar panel is trying to charge that battery at all times. You can't see it. Maybe you can if I jiggle it around enough. The charge light's on right now, so it's trying to charge that battery up. But also on the top is an off light and DC out. DC out is if you want to charge your phone or tablet or whatever USB thing you want to charge. With the light, I don't know if you can see it or not. Fairly bright light, actually. Gosh, it's so nice out here. It is just, what a beautiful day. And wintertime is so difficult to get out. If it's warm, it's windy. And if it's not windy, it's 40 below zero. And just, what a crappy time to do outside videos. This is a nice day. Going to take advantage of it. Even with the slight bit of wind, we're going to take advantage of it. Neat little radio. I like it. Would I put my life on it? Oh, I think if you've followed along at home, you know that I have my choices for emergency radios. This wouldn't make the trip. This would be a good radio to take with you on your fishing trip, and you have a radio just to listen to. You can listen to the weather. If anything might be an approaching storm or anything, you could get that kind of information. If the boat flips over, nobody's really going to care. Probably some kind of environmental hazard, I'm sure, but nobody's really going to care if the boat flips over and this gets tossed in the water. It'll probably float. Being orange, it's probably easy to see. So this is the kind of radio it would be. I would not hang my life on it. If it's all you got, if that's all you can afford. Do I think it's worth $19.99? No. Well, no. If it had shortwave. But for $10.19, yeah, it's worth it. If you can get a good bargain on this, it's great. For that radio under $20, it does what it's supposed to do. It doesn't do anything stellar. It just does what it's supposed to do. I'd give it a 5 out of 10. And my reasoning behind that is 10 being the best radio we've ever touched, and 1 being the absolute worst, almost gets thrown off the back of the truck bad. This is just average. It's a good radio. I like the feel of it. It feels solid anyway. And it does what it's supposed to do. It doesn't exceed that. So that's why I give it a 5. And I'm sure people will argue or whatever that, I think you should give it higher, or I think you should give it lower. Well, it's just my opinion. I mean, I'm not like Consumer Reports or whatever. It's just an opinion, and maybe can help somebody make a decision. Two Hands thinks it's average. $10, that would help. $10.19, that helps. Anyway, that's all I got today. I have rambled on probably longer than I should about this little guy. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. If you feel so inclined, there is a link down in the description where you can donate through PayPal. All donations go to buy radios like this. And it's honestly the only way I have to keep the channel going. I'm not going to beg for money. It's the only source of income I have. I don't monetize videos. I don't have sponsors. I don't know, whatever I could do, I don't do it. I just have a donation button there. If you feel like it, great. If not, the information's here for you for free, and hopefully it helps somehow. And yeah, it's not a bad radio. Tiemahun NOAA Weather Alert Radio RD636W. Hope you have a good day, and we'll see you at the next review.